Hello and welcome to episode number 11 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at Hannibal Nor's channel. Now, last episode, we are sending off our first shipment of clothing. So let's celebrate that by following the truck around a little bit. So it is currently worth 9,216 rubles. 11,000 dollars. Anyways, let's follow him to the border. So we're gonna be putting at least 50% here. Eventually, we're gonna be almost sending the entire load when we fill up our warehouse with clothing. But until that time, we are going to just sell half of the load. It's it is what it is, and when we have a fully staffed clothing factory, I don't think we're gonna be having any. I don't think our city is gonna be big enough to kind of consume fully staffed clothing factories worth of clothing. So yeah, this is going to be making us a lot of money in the future, but for now we are... Yeah, look at that. Green numbers already. Oh boy. Anyways, we do actually have quite a lot of money. And if we go over here and have a look and see what we're actually doing... Yeah, you need to go. Alright, that could be why we had some issues here with not being able to, get enough workers here. But other than that, we are currently working on a whole bunch of sewage pipes and stuff. So, let's see here. We're just gonna need 731 tons of gravel. Oh my. I was kind of also thinking that we might want to... Oh, by the way, what? Yeah, so we're going to get snow very soon, which is not nice. I was kind of thinking we should potentially plan out some more residentials. Yeah, I think we'll do that today. We'll plan out... Because, we kind of talked about having another residential zone here, but I wonder if we should put them here instead. So we could plan out another couple of residential zones. Speaking of, how are we doing here? We still don't have any people here, so let's put that up here. And we're gonna start with this area here, because that kind of makes it easier for us to kind of figure out where we want our residential zone. Is that? That's correct. And then we'll have you go in there. And we would like to have you go in here. And you... This isn't right. Coming in there, and then you... This isn't right at all. Give me a second here. 127. Is it right? Should be. Alright, so we definitely would like to have a snapping point here. And same here. see here. We'll get you down here. And... well, that probably means... alright, I'm a little bit confused here. What have we done wrong? There's something that doesn't quite add up. 146. Let's see what it is. It's this guy here that needs to be one further in. Right, come on. One further in like that. And then you... down here. That seems to be... correct. And then 140. So there's something wrong here. This line here. All right, we'll head you over here, and we'll have another here. This is probably something we should have done kind of all over the place, but you know, so that is currently how it's gonna look. Now they're gonna be adding you up here, and the snapping point here. Add you up here. There we go. All right. Gonna need more snapping points here. Going to need you to be here. And then you need to come out here. To here. And a new snapping point here. Like so. Then we can just do that. Have you snap in here. And I'm not 100% sure if I like this. We'll get you in here. Yeah, that seems good. Then you come in here, and then you go in here, and then you go in here before we go in here to here. Do the same here. Excuse me. Like so. So that means we have another one here, and they should be able to reach here when we, you know, upgrade their stuff. And, yeah, so if we have, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Because I don't think we're going to be building anything here, as it's going to be, holy moly. Alright, give me 1 second here. My microphone just fell. Alright, so hopefully the microphone should be attached to its arm now. Yeah. Oh, that was scary. Yeah. Not a dull life. Yeah. Yeah. Got a little bit kind of put out by that. But anyways, we were making these little houses here, and we're gonna make them kind of symmetrical. Of course, I managed to slip that one up. So let's have the game keep running while we are doing this. So you are going to go to about here. Perfect. Then we're going to go from here to as close as humanly possible. Like so. Up to here. We can have a snapping point. From here. There is definitely something wrong here. Yep. Yeah, could you tell what is wrong? Oh my. Well, that's what we get for starting this recording as soon as we wake up, but here we go. Alright, so you need to go... Is this gonna be a problem for us? I'm gonna come down here. Like so. And then we're gonna go from here and up, right? Come on, you can do it. I think I forgot to kind of move it. So we kind of would like to have the house a little bit on the side here. So we can get the path through here. And then you go up here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And then we're gonna need a snapping point here. Like so. We're gonna need a snapping point here. And we're gonna need a snapping point here. I mean, they are kinda alright enough here to warrant a here, you come down here, and then you come down here. You should connect up to here, and we'll remove that part and that part. A little bit of work getting these little neighborhoods going. That's all. Yep, that's all. So let's get all the paths connected. Like so. And then you were 20 or 22, wasn't it? No, 21 or 22. We'll do 20. Or 21. Alright, and then you are going to be bent in here. At 10 meters. Same with you. 11 meters, that's fine. 10 meters. And 10 meters. So that's another area. Now that we do have a trash can here, so that should at least cover these two. So that probably means we're going to be having the trash cans coming in here. Which means we're going to need to set this up first, because if not, we're going to have some issues. Snapping points here, here, road up to here. Since the road is so small here, or short, it's easier to do it this way, and then we'll bring you all the way up to the wall here, like so. And you're gonna go in here, you're gonna go in here. Then we need a mapping point here as well. Oh, you come in here. So we kind of go on the line that is kind of middle of the house here. And then you come up here. Another trash bin. Going all the way up to the house. Wall there. All right. And then we would like on the other side, so on these sides here, we will of course put down a monument. So let's just make sure that we have a decent snapping point here. Like so. And then we'll use the small monument. I mean, you could use whatever monument you like here, but I kind of feel like this kind of makes sense. So we'll have this as close as possible so we don't kind of block the windows here. So as soon as we see a footpath, there we go. And same here. Like so. And we're gonna need one substation. So we have the substation here and here. So it would kind of make sense to have it here. Or here maybe? Yeah, I think here would be where we want it. So we kind of would like to have the substation on that one. I'm so glad that we have actually gotten substations with footpaths on it. Makes a heck of a lot of difference. Substations. The footpath. Right. Need a little mapping point here as well. So we can kind of see that we have them identical, except for they are kind of mirrored. So this one here is mirrored to this one, which is the same as that one. Kinda, maybe, hopefully. Yeah. But it works. It just works. It's a Ted Howard moment. It just works. Right. I said Ted. Well, anyways, you know who I mean. The Bethesda man. Todd Howard. There we go. Not Ted. All right. Let's see here. We are still in the red. We are still working on our things here. It's mainly because we are using our own workers here. Let's see here. One. Actually, I do have two of these buses here. I thought we only had one. But that's okay. These pipes are going to take a while to get done. I'm also curious about how we are looking when it comes to educated peoples. 69. Nice. All right. Now you know what's going on the campus. All right. Have we gotten people? Yeah, look at that. We have one person that have moved in here, so we'll tell him to go and work here. I am so tempted to see how they distribute the people if we take this one here. Add an unspecific building where citizens should go. Now, I'm curious. Should we do a little test? A little test would potentially be in order, because I have used this before, I think. I don't know if I did it on the previous Let's Play or if it was on a stream. But I never kind of got, like, the correct... let's just save this, and then we'll try. So, if this doesn't work correctly, then, you know, So other buildings. So that is, I mean, it doesn't quite say, does it? Add other unspecified buildings where citizens should go. So if we do that, like my biggest fear with this button is that they are going to the workplaces here. Let's follow you. No, let's follow you. Probably already on the move. So he is going to the courthouse. Supermarket. Let's increase that by a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that this will not quite help us. If it does, well, we'll just go and have a little see if it kind of distributes the people enough, I guess. No, you know what? I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, 3 Division. I like my old things, because that means we can kind of have a little bit more control over the levers. So basically, if we need more people at the university, we could just go in here and just say, hey, where's the university? The university should be around here somewhere. There we go. And then we can just do that. That's kind of how I feel about it. Speaking of, how are we? Alright, so we do have some students here. And I still think we're gonna have to grow our educated population. Oh, no more. Oh well. We missed the party, guys. Alright. But yeah, at least we are growing our educated people. And I don't think we're going to be doing any research until we are at least 100 educated people. I think that would kind of make sense. Yeah, why are you stopping? And why is there bushes growing on my my roads here? There's some smaller annoying things that I wish they could have fixed. So basically, when grass starts growing on, you know, railroads and all over the place, it's a little bit annoying, I must say. A little bit annoying. I think we had the same issue next to the technical university in our previous city. So we had like the technical university here, and then we had the water pump here, and we kind of filled that in with asphalt, I believe. And for some reason, it kind of always, there was always grass growing there. Like here, for example. Why is there grass growing in the freaking fire station here? So many questions. So few answers. So, if we're gonna be... Yeah, I kind of feel like we're not gonna be building residentials out here. It's way too close to the, to this guy here. I mean... 4.4 tons of pollution. It's not that bad, but that means we're gonna need to have a better... Not that... Well, we'll see. We will see. Let's also check on the sewage pipes. And... Ooh, the steel prices are going up. You are constantly struggling with something, which is... a little bit annoying. Box card for 900. Yeah, I think we'll keep an eye on this. Just a little bit. And also the little pine tree forest that we set up is kind of growing up. Always nice. So 8. Yeah, it's a little bit low on the amount of people we're sending out here. See, were you the one that... See if we actually can make you come back. 2.5 hour. So it's kind of nice that his work shift doesn't start until he kind of get to work. So let's see here. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah. And then he's gonna go for round 2. No, because we're not following him, we're following the bus. So he's going to the hospital and work there. Is he educated? No, he's just a basic educated person. So yeah, now his work shift starts. Kind of a little bit weird, but kind of a little bit interesting as well, how they kind of calculate time and such in this game. Which I've always been a little bit fascinated by. I remember in the beginning, when I started playing this game, I never understood it. And I never understood. I was sitting watching a bus stop, and I was kind of like, when are their shift kind of ending? But no, they just kind of be teleporting back home. So I was kind of hoping for a return kind of traffic, so when they're done they would go back. I think that would have increased the difficulty level actually quite a bit. But then again, I mean, we're sending the buses out here, so let's say we have 8 people coming in here, and then, you know, we can take 8 people back home, and that's kind of just the right amount of, yeah. So my idea would have been, if we would have had return traffic, that there would have been a, let's say, a 5-hour where they kind of could wait for the bus or return home, and if they didn't get home within 5 hours, it would have started tearing up on their free time, for example. I think that could have been an interesting idea. Have we got any more people in here? Yes, 3. And we never... I don't think we ever checked on the actual... we're actually done with some of the pipes here. Let's see here. Yeah, this little section. And we're working on this. Oh no. We're working on this. Alright, snow. Okay. This is where the fun is going to start. Can I get... Well, we'll check you. Now, the snowplows should focus on plowing the roads where there is gravel. This is always a little bit spooky. Alright, so they have already spent 2 hours. 2.5 hours, they're not going to be able to make it home. But remember, this is if we're driving on a completely unplowed road, right? So we're going to be getting a couple of people now complaining that they didn't have a job, I would imagine. Well, maybe, because he's going to be driving on a plowed road back home. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Doesn't look very plowed to me. Yeah, and they're going to be leaving soon, I guess. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Choo-choo. Come on. No. Alright, we're going to be wasting a little bit of workers if they... Yeah, let's see. Are you also a bus? Are you bringing people back home? Yes. And you are... Oh, you just did it. 20 minutes to spare. Good job. Alright, so we also discussed building this bridge here. I actually do believe that we could potentially do it. But we're gonna need so much to so much resources to build that bridge. So concrete, gravel, and asphalt. Actually, we're not using our concrete trucks for anything interesting at the moment, are we? Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Alright, we'll set you up to high priority. You up to medium priority. I'm gonna regret that, haven't I? Probably. Speaking of economic turmoil, have we sold 2 of them already? Yes. We have had 2 sales. Excellent. We also sold some metal scrap, but you know, that's because we... For a second there, it sounded like freaking jet flying over the sky here. Could be. Maybe we have too much oil. Maybe the US wanted to come by and say hello, just reminding us that, you know, oil is a thing. So maybe we'll wait with digging up the oil over here. Which I'm curious. Curious how much oil we can get. We should probably calculate that. Oil. Come on. There we go. So, have a little bit of oil here. Let's just make sure there's no oil in the river. No. So, these could pump up 7 tons. 60% of 70. What is that? .7 times 60. 7.7 times 60. No, yeah, 60. That is 42. Wow, if that math was correct. 60 times 0. What am I doing? This is not correct. My brain is just not working. It needs to be 0.60 times 7. There we go. 4.2. So if we do that, 4.2. So what we're aiming for is We're not going to be enough. And 50. 4.2 plus 3.5. Potentially do it. 40%, 7.7. So if we get like 40%, 0.4 times 7, how much is that? That's 2.8. We should theoretically get enough oil here to fuel a gas power plant. Yeah, should even have 1 ton to spare, but yeah, we'll see about that. And we also would like to kind of make this into an island, right? I think that would be cool. So we'll just dig away at that. And we also need to think of another thing. Let's make sure the heat power plant has workers. We need to figure out a thing or two. So basically, if we're going to have ship traffic, we're probably going to be, if we're going to have it sent down here, we're probably going to be sending it down this side of the river and not down here. Because if we do it like that, then building bridges across would be a lot easier. I mean, this river here looks a little bit more thicker. So maybe that is where we're going to have our harbor industry. So that means when we get to the point where we would like to build roads across here, because this was supposed to be one city, right? And we could just do... you're only 70 kilometers. Why only 70 kilometers? Tram tracks. I think there is potentially an issue here. No, this is a trolley. Oh no, I see the problem. It is this bridge and this bridge. Okay, I see. So we probably would like to have a very kind of short bridge here, because we're probably not going to have any traffic coming in here, I would imagine. So it's going to be something like that. Yeah, it's going to be nice not making like the 8th freaking wonders of the world just to cross a river here. And especially when it comes to the highway, which we probably could continue out here. Now, we probably also would like to have the highway coming through the main city. I would imagine. Yeah. That would have been something. Then we have like the city here, and then we could have tons of roads kind of going over the highway to connect things. Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. So, I'm kind of thinking, where do we want the... Ideally, a diagonal bridge over here would have been the best option, right? Let's see if we get this right. Like so. Alright, so getting over here diagonally is probably best by doing something like that. And then if we had misplaced this, right, it wouldn't have hit the diagonal. Like so. And then we can go 1.5 down here, like so. And no. 1 in and down, and then do that. Okay. That should be where we get the bridge across. Now, which kind of bridge do we want? I kind of don't think we need any sort of it doesn't. I kind of wonder if we would like this, the arch bridge. If we do that, let's get you up to the middle here, so that they are at the same area, and then you need to come all the way out to about here, like so. And then you need to come all the way out to no snapping, please, to here, and then out to here. Make sure that they are aligned. Very hard to see during winter, but this looks good. And then we also need our train tracks to do the same. So which one is it? It's this one here. Let's put on grid snapping. Makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, perfect. And put that on and that on. And you go down here. Alright, so we have bridges. $135. I kind of would like to have the high-speed one. So they can drive at a maximum speed. Like so. Yeah, that seems good enough for me. And then, of course, we're going to have many separate bridges crossing over here. So we can have a good flow in traffic. Alright. Let's have a look and see how our population is doing. January 7th. 2 dead and 14 born. The only 2 people we lost was last month. Interesting. Huh. And we are really educating our people, so that's nice. That is good. Money-wise, it's going down the drain. Like, quite literally. It's basically all going towards investing in pipelines, sewage pipelines. I mean, this here needs... Well, you only need... Oh, we're almost done. But this guy here... 500 tons of gravel. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of gravel. It's going to be a whole lot of gravel. And... I'm curious if we would like to increase the amount of people we have in the kindergarten. So let's do that. That seems like an idea. So we don't have a lot of people not getting to work due to small children. You are still complaining. Are we not getting enough workers out here? Should. We should have enough workers out there. Happiness has gone down a little bit. Unable to visit hospital. Yeah, we are still working on the educated people. They are growing by the moment. We started with 69, now we have 74. So yeah, we're doing something right. And then some people didn't get to work due to sickness. Well, that's not nice. But we are now up to 230 people. And we started with 200, so we're doing something right. 43 babies and 62 children. 230 workers. Didn't we increase this? Increase that to 7. I thought we increased this. I think we increased the swimming pool instead. Alright. 4 workers here. And we are not that far away from sending another shipment of clothing. How are we doing here? Oh gosh, we're gonna need a lot of clothing here. I wonder if we should... Let's do that. Means we're gonna be buying more food, but come on. It's only food. It's only food. Gosh, it's so slow. Should we upgrade? Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade. Nah, we'll wait. They're doing fine. They're doing fine as it is at the moment. But we probably in the future would like to upgrade all of our the thingamajiggies roads. Yeah, there we go. But let's keep adding in. Let's see here. How many free wires do we have? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to have more which is coming out here real soon, I would imagine. So, so let's make another... excuse me. There we go. Let's make another a residential area. So you need to rotate in like that. We'll get you like that. We'll get you like that. We'll get you in like that. And you like that. Theoretically, we could do all of them. You go in there. You go in there. You go in there, and then you go in here. So it kind of looks like that wall and that wall is kind of flushed, right? What was another thing I was thinking of here? Yeah, it's only where these kind of meet up that we're going to be having crossings. So that means we're going to have a crossing here. So let's get you in here. You in here. Snapping points all over the place. You snap in here. You go in here. You in here. You go in here. You go in here. You go up to here. Should just take this for granted that we're not going to be able to oh, snow, please go away. There we go. Alright, snapping points. Snapping points. And then we probably would like to have a snapping point for this little path here as well. And here. Like so. You can probably just go out here. Not quite sure what we're gonna do down here yet. Probably gonna have another one of the switches here, I would imagine. But for now, we have planned out what. So, 400, 800, 1200, 1600. Yeah, so we should have enough for 2,000 people here. Now, we're probably not going to be reaching all of these until we have kind of upgraded all the roads and such. But, you know. Let's see, this one is done. And I'm not quite sure how we're doing for time now. We might be running a little bit over today. We have had a couple of shorter episodes, I see, which is, yeah, you know, when you're kind of making those little video cuts and such, it's kind of hard to tell how long you have been going for. It's a little, what are they called? Sometimes my brain just doesn't want to play along. Those little cinematic things that I make up sometimes. There we go. All right. Okay, going here and in here. Mapping points here. Oh. And snapping point here. Like so. And let's see here. That means, yeah, we're gonna have trash bin. Very tedious to do this in winter, but gonna have to do something. Bring it all the way up. And we'll do something similar here. And get you into about here. You up to about here. And another trash bin. Like so. Then we're gonna need to put down the snap point for the monument. So yeah, I probably said it before, but in case I forgot, I kind of feel like this is like kind of an indicator. There should be like a little number plate here. Like we live in this courtyard, number 755. Let's see here. There we go, and we should probably finish this completely. That means we're going to be figuring out where we want to have the substation. So we probably would like to have the substation. It doesn't matter actually, but we'll place it down here. Substation. Wait for paths. Like so. And then a fire. That could actually be potentially devastating. What is on fire? The freaking pub is on fire. Is that something we're going to be able to deal with? Yes. Good job, folks. Good job. Alright. Where were we? We were probably down here. And we were heading in these side streets here. It just work. Although it's not quite correct. Like so. And seems like the snow is going away. Perfect. So, and we'll snap this into place. Yeah, some of this is not going to be looking like super OCD. Like here, it kind of gets a little bit of a bend here. We could potentially try and make it a little bit better, but I kind of like it. So I kind of like the kind of OCD feel to it, but I kind of also want it to be not like 110,000% correct, because you know it's human made, right? So there's always room for a little bit of unevenness. And then you need to be 10. So we can probably make these in our without seeing. Right, was that our entire? I think it was. All right, let's see if we can find a good thumbnail for today's episode. Oh, look at that. This is definitely something we need in our thumbnail. Maybe something like that. Have the chimney in the background. Yeah, let's have that as a thumbnail. So yeah, with that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, will you kindly hit that like button? There should also be a subscribe button underneath the video. And of course, a comment section as well underneath the video. It all goes towards helping us fight that pesky, pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time. Take care, and keep smiling.